Hey, what's up guys, Tony here and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be ranking all 70 plus secret layers that came out in 2025. That includes the secret layers on the main site, secret layer Chaos Vault, Festival in a Box, and even the stuff that didn't come out. We'll talk about the Dan secret layer and we'll talk about the Monster Hunter secret layer. We'll talk about everything secret layer minus the standard showdown promos. We're not talking about those today. Anything standard showdown or competitive like RCQ, RC, prize cards, we're not going to worry about those. Just the packaged secret layers that you could buy from WotC. We're gonna rank these secret layers from SS all the way down to F, and we're gonna rank them using a system that I like to call cool, that I stole directly from James Pumphrey of Speed.
Cool equals style plus uniqueness plus popularity plus function.
So with our system of ranking decided, let's jump into the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to do all the YouTube things that YouTubers ask. And let's start with Festival in a Box Chicago. So Festival in a Box Chicago for 2025 of this year came with a Mystery Booster 2, some promos, and it came with an Animar and Friends secret layer drop. We're going to focus mostly on that drop, but the Mystery Booster 2 box will add some amount of value. So looking at this secret layer, we had Animar, Soul of Elephants, Benevolent Hydra, Forgotten Ancient, All Will Be One, and of course Muldrifter. We got some really cool cards in the secret layer drop, some playables, some not so playables, has some really cool art. I don't think this one was super popular overall, other than the Mystery Booster 2 box, which does raise it up. I think the Chicago Festival in a Box plus Animar Soul of Elements situation is going to land us right in a B tier. I feel like it's a good way to start. The Mystery Booster 2 is one of the best products of all time, but the actual secret layer cards that came with it, I don't think are very good, very popular. I do love the art, I think they look gorgeous, but I don't think people really wanted these particular cards. Moving on to secret layer number 2, we got Artist Series Just for Icing. This one came with Sun Titan, Breach's Eager Pilgrim, Deflecting SWAT, and Land of War Elves. Some of the best art in secret layer we saw all year. Deflecting SWAT was a highly sought after card. The Land of War Elves, always, of course, people are going to want their playsets in Land of War Elves. And Breaches and Sun Titan are very playable cards in Commander, which is where almost all secret layer cards really see play. Absolutely stunning secret layer. Really enjoyed this one actually, compared to a lot of the other secret layers. So for Artist Series Just for Icing, I actually want to drop this as my first S tier. I really dig this secret layer. The art is just so good. I mean, it's not very unique in that we see a lot of art that looks like this throughout Magic's history, but it's just so well done. The Deflecting SWAT, the Land of War Elves is just such gorgeous pieces of art, and they're all very playable cards. I think S tier feels correct for this one. Moving on, we got Lauren Light Boxes. This contained 5 cards. This had Ancient Amphitheater, Auntie's Hovel, Guiltleaf Palace, Secluded Glen, and Wonderwine Hub. Now, these had some absolutely phenomenal pieces of art associated with them. I mean, Auntie's Hovel is like one of the coolest looking pieces of art, and it's also probably the most playable card in the secret layer. Unfortunately, the tribes that the secret layer support, the colors don't actually add up that well. Wonderwine Hub being associated with Azorius colors doesn't really make sense because a lot of merfolk are actually Simic nowadays. However, we are heading back to Lorwyn if Lorwyn equipped. So maybe the secret layer actually gets a little more love in the future than we thought it was going to get. But for now, as it stands, I do not like this secret layer functionally very much. Style, very cool. It's very unique. So for secret layer Lorwyn light boxes, I'm going to throw this into a D, not because the art's not very good, because the art is very good, but because I don't think it's super duper playable. Moving on, we got secret layer Hatsune Miku Winter Diva, which I actually thought came out in 2024, but did actually come out in 2025. This one contained Jada Fonts of Hope, Youthful Valkyrie, Counterspell, Swan Song, Brago King Eternal, and Scrying Sheets. A very interesting secret layer with some very playable cards inside of it. Of course, the Angel cards, the Yada Font of Hope, and the Youthful Valkyrie going in all the Angel decks. People are going to love these versions of them. The art's very nice. Counterspell and Swan Song are super playable cards. I mean, some of the most playable cards in all of the formats that they're legal in. Brago King Eternal is a commander that's kind of fallen out of favor, but people still like Brago, and Scrying Sheets is a fine card, not my favorite, but it's fine. Looking at the art and all these cards, I mean, like, it all looks real good. We do like Miku art here on the channel. We do like Miko as a character, so we're excited to see it. I think these are good picks. And for Secret Lair Hatsune Miku Winter Diva, we're gonna throw this into an A tier. I do really like it. I don't think it gets to S tier, definitely not to double S tier, but I do really like it. Very playable cards, the art's very nice. I did get a little tired of seeing Miku by this point when this came out. We had already seen a lot of Miku, but not terrible Secret Lair. Next up is featuring Luke Pearson. This one contained Witch of the Moors, Bear Umbra, Rome Walker, and Psalmson Lacrum. I think this is a very okay Secret Lair as far as playability goes. The art's cool. Luke Pearson art, very cool. Bear Umbra is a playable card in decks like Nagila for those infinite combos. Rome Walker is played in typal decks, and Psalmson Lacrum is still played in a bunch of commander decks, even though it probably might not should be anymore. It has been outclassed quite a bit. Witch of the Moors, I don't ever see anyone play, so I gotta like dock points for that a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, as far as all of the other Secret Lairs so far, I feel like this is the most C. It's not as bad as Lower and Light boxes as playability goes, but it's not as good as Mystery Booster 2 plus the Festival Knox Chicago as a package. And I do like the art, so I think C tier feels fine. Next we have featuring Mitsuru Arata. This one contained Light Paws Emperor's Voice, Murktide Regent, Lightning Bolt, and Shokai Genesis Engine. The art on all these cards is absolutely fantastic. This is one of the most acclaimed Pokemon artists of all time, coming and gracing us with his art on some Magic cards. I am tired of seeing Lightning Bolt in Secret Lairs and products in general. I think we have reached a critical mass of Lightning Bolt, so this is like a note going forward. Any Lightning Bolts I see in a Secret Lair going forward in this tier list, I'm going to go ahead and drop it down a straight tier. I'm very tired of seeing Lightning Bolt. However, Shokai, one of the most popular commanders, Light Paw is very popular in her own right, and Murktide Regent is very popular for those modern decks. I think this is a fantastic Secret Lair, even with the Lightning Bolt inclusion that I'm tired of seeing, even though it is gorgeous Lightning Bolt. And featuring Mitsuru Arata, I'm gonna honestly put an A tier. I would have put it in S tier, but again, I am tired of seeing Lightning Bolt. No more Lightning Bolts in Secret Lair, please, WotC. At least for a little while. Coming up with another banger of Secret Lair, we've got City Styles 2, Dressed to Kill. This one contained Karmic Guide, Ninja of the Deep Hours, Captain Sisei, Selvala Explorer Returned, and of course, Veyran, Voice of Duality. A card so beautiful, it actually made me create a deck for Veyran, specifically just when I saw that art. I loved it so much. So that's honestly going to bring it up on my rankings a little bit. I think it's a awesome piece of art. I think everything in this Secret Lair is very, very good looking, to be honest. As far as playability, these cards go, Captain Sisei still sees some play, Selvala Explorer Return sees some play, but not too much. Ninja of the Deep Hours and Karmic Guide, I don't think see very much play outside of very specific combo decks, so that does bring down the functionality of this Secret Lair quite a bit, but I do like the art. I think the art carries very, very much in this Secret Lair. I mean, my god, look at this Veyran. Absolutely stunning. So jumping over to the tier list, I'm honestly going to put City Styles 2 as a S tier. I would put it in double S tier, but I don't think the playability is there, the functionality is there. The art is so hard carrying the Secret Lair, and it has some good cards, don't get me wrong, but the playability is just not there for this one. Next up, we have Arcade Racers. This one had Big Score, Final Fortune, Heat Shimmer, Rolling Vortex, and Wheel of Misfortune. This Secret Lair, to me, looks very cool. It's very unique. I do actually like it, like on a personal note, but on a functional level, I think a lot of these cards are kind of misses. I mean, you have Big Score, people definitely play that in Commander. You have Rolling Vortex that I even play in one of my Commander decks, this version of it, I think looks really cool. But Final Fortune, Heat Shimmer, and Wheel of Misfortune are almost never played. The only time people play Wheel of Misfortune is they're crossing out the Misfortune part, and they're just focusing on the Wheel of Fortune, crossing out the rest of the text. So this version of this card sitting here is kind of a miss to me. I don't really like it, but I do really like the art. I don't think this is the worst Secret Lair of all time. I think Arcade Racers is another solid C. I think that's where it belongs, honestly. I don't think it can do much better. This is not playable, even though it looks really sick. Next up, we have Aether Drifters. This one came with Parhelion 2, Mech Titan Core, Peace Walker Colossus, Reckoner Bankbuster, Smuggler's Copter, and Mech Titan Token. This was one of the coolest looking Secret Lairs to me. And as far as functionality goes, it's not super functional with a bunch of decks because it's a bunch of vehicles, but in the decks that it wants to be in, this is absolutely perfect. Like, you have all the vehicles you need. Also, that Hot Wheels Matchbox style really does it for me. I really like it. I'm going to straight up put Aether Drifters in a B because it's vehicles, so it's kind of limited in what they can like do, but I still really like them, and for what it's trying to do, I think it does well. Even if what it's trying to do is kind of bad, which is be a bunch of vehicle pieces. All right, next up we have a Devastation of Dragons, which does not actually have a secret lair page. We're looking at a Reddit page here. This one had Sign of the Dragon, Niv Mizzet Perrin, Kokusho, the Evening Star, and Skyline Despot. I think the art in the secret lair is very cool and very unique. I think the playability of what dragons are there are very cool, but I still don't see a lot of these dragons being played. Of course, besides Sign of the Dragon, which every dragon deck is going to play that can. Niv Mizzet Perrin's a popular commander in his own right, but I never see this version played anywhere. And the other two I don't see played as much. And say a Devastation of Dragons is like fine, but not remarkable. All right. Next up, we have our first, what likely to be F tier, and that's Secret Lair Class of 87. This one featured AC Tyrant of Gyre Strait, Anji Falconwrath, Chulane Teller of Tales, and Rada Heart of Kel. Some very playable cards. AC, Chulane, even Anya, super playable cards in decks that want to play them. Rada's not bad either. It's the art. The art holds us back a lot. It's so different. It's so weird. It's very unique, but so different and so weird in a way that people just did not like. This was a very unpopular secret lair for a decent reason. These are off-putting to look at, in my opinion. It's not necessarily the art, it's the art direction, I would say. I think Stefan Andrade did a fine job in what he was told to do. But I think if we're being honest with ourselves, this is not fun to look at. I don't want to see this version of Chulane across the table for me. I have before, and the person was doing it because he thought it would genuinely annoy people. It didn't annoy me, it was just like unfun, I guess. I guess annoyed is the right word there. Like I didn't go home and write a vlog about it, but I didn't like it. And if that's the feeling that this secret lair is invoking, I don't think it hit the spot. Like I do like AC. Honestly, I know this is gonna be a contentious opinion. I do actually like the AC of the secret lair. I think he looks cool, it's fun, but the rest I'm just not for. You knew this before we started. This was going to the F tier. I'm sorry, Class of 87. I'm sorry to the artist. I think your art is cool. I think this was misguided. Next up, we have Twisted Tunes. This one came with Silence, Winds of Abandon, Culling the Weak, Fatal Push, and Young Wolf. This had some of the more fun art of all season of Secret Lair. I really liked everything we saw here. Artistically, I think it looked very cool. It's very unique looking. Remind me a lot of Tom and Jerry Fleischer cartoons, just like cartoons of the mid 1900s. Very cool stuff. Silence, a very playable card in Modern. Winds of Abandon is a very playable card. Fatal Push is played in every format it's allowed to be played in. Culling the Weak and Young Wolf aren't super playable, but I still think they're fun includes here and they look nice. I have no issue with the Secret Lair. I think it's a above average Secret Lair as far as quality in all aspects, but it's not super above average. Jumping over to the tier list, I'm going to put Twisted Tunes in a B tier. I think that is exactly where it belongs. I think it's a good secret lair. It just doesn't blow my socks off. Next up, we have one of the more controversial secret lairs of the year. I don't know if controversial is the right word. Most talked about secret lairs. We got Tragic Romance. This one had Skillerix the Black Dragon, Kali of the Vast, Angela of Despair, and Master of Cruelties. All very playable cards within a Kali of the Vast deck, so that's very cool. But this is the secret lair where all the characters were each other, and people had opinions about that. I thought it was funny. I think the art's really, really good, and these are all very playable cards. I like this one a lot. I wish I could have got it. I didn't get it. The only card in the secret lair that I think is kind of a miss, and that's only because I just don't see it played as much, is Angel of Despair, and it's not even like a bad include in the Kalia deck, so I really got nothing to say negative about the secret lair. Very cool one. So, Tragic Romance, I'm going to go ahead and put this one in a solid A tier. I like it. I think it's a very well put together secret lair, a very good starter kit for building a Kalia deck. Next up, we got Pick'em and Stick'em. This is the Plagiarism secret lair. We got Thalia, Heretic Cather, Clever Impersonator, Hedron Cad, Pitiless Plunderer, Treasure Token, and 5 sticker sheets, a very popular mechanic in and of itself. The art in the secret lair is very good, but I think it's because the original artist who actually drew these is a very good artist. The one who put the secret lair together or submitted their art for the secret lair, their art, is not a good artist because these were all stolen, and that makes me sad because I really like the way this one looked. And because it's plagiarism, this is an easy tier for me. Pick'em and Stick'em is our second F tier because plagiarism is bad, boys and girls and others, and I don't condone it. Moving right along, we got Garden Buds, a secret lair I actually wished I picked up, but I didn't. This one contained Ashaya, Soul of the Wild, Elvish Reclaimer, Haro, World Shaper, and Horn of Greed. The only miss functionally in this deck is Horn of Greed. I don't think it really fits the rest of the secret lair, but the rest of this is a very good include for any landfall deck, especially any green landfall deck. I really like it. I wish I picked it up. I have a Toph deck that could use all of these cards now, and I don't got them, and that's kind of a bummer. I like the way it looks, very Dr. Seuss-esque. in a way that's cool. There are some Dr. Seuss S cards that I don't really like, but these are cool. And they also feel very cohesive together, so that's also very nice. Like I said, Horned Greed's the only card in the Secret Lair that I don't really vibe with, but it's not even a bad include. You can throw it in another deck, no problem. And this one's like the most Dr. Seuss looking, honestly. Jumping over to the tier list, I'm going to put Garden Buds in a B, which might be a little low. I think it might deserve to be an A, but Horned Greed's a weird include. I really like it. Again, I really wish I picked this up for myself, but I don't know if it's on the level of Swan Song Miku, the Pokemon Artist, or the Tragic Romance Perfect Kalia starter kit. So yeah, B tier feels great for this one. Next up we have They Grow Up So Fast. This is one of my least favorite Secret Lairs of the year. It had really cool reprints of the Dragon Lords, the original Dragon Lords from Cons, and those being Atarka, Dramoka, Colligan, Ojatai, and Slumgar. I think these are really cool reprints. I'm glad to see them. I honestly really don't like the art on the baby sides, and that's dropping it a lot for me. The original art, or the adult version of these cards, look fine. Looked really good in most cases. I don't really like Dramoka too much, but the rest look really, really good. The baby sides, I honestly despise is like a strong word, but I really, really don't like them. They look off to me in a way that makes me uncomfortable. But this is a bunch of very functional reprints, so I can't in good conscience put this less than a B. The adult sides do look good. All of them look good. I just want to be clear about that. Next up, we got Secret Lair, SpongeBob SquarePants Lands Under the Sea. This is our first example of a Secret Lair that is basic lands, and I'm going to blanket statement this. They all are a C, unless they are doing something dramatically different. And this is a bunch of Secret Lair lands that are just basics. There's 10 of them, 2 of each. They look fine. I really like the planes, but they are just basic lands. There is one exclusion. There's one exception to this rule that I'll bring up later, but it is not these ones. These ones are definitely a C, and that is where most of them will end up. The art's all really cool, and they're really nice depictions of a bunch of locations in Bikini Bottom, and that's cool. If you want these, you're building a SpongeBob deck, these are the lands you're gonna run. So yep, drop this right into the C tier, and we're moving on. Next up, we got SpongeBob SquarePants Infinite Sensation. This one contains Counterspell, Daze, Inevitable Betrayal, Force of Despair, Night's Whisper, and a food token. I think this is the step too far for me in the Mimi spear that I don't care for that Magic's going in. This just doesn't work for me. I liked the other SpongeBob Secret Lair we'll talk about in a second, and the lands are fine. This one just doesn't work for me personally. Counterspell will be run in blue decks, and Daze will also be running those same blue decks more than likely. Inevitable Betrayal and Force to Despair are fine includes. I don't know if the Force of Despair really even works for the meme that it's trying to show off, so that's a little bit of a bummer for me. Yeah, functionality is kind of low, and the memes just don't work for me. I'm gonna put this, honestly, I'm gonna put this in the D tier. I do not like this one. From a SpongeBob Secret Lair I could not stand to a SpongeBob Secret Lair I actually kind of like a lot. It's the Legends of Bikini Bottom Secret Lair. This one has Skrull Defectormite, Charex the Raging Isle, Grazilix, Illithid Scholar, Toxtrol the Corrosive, Toski Bearer Secrets, Barktooth Warbeard, and Joda the Unifier. I really like most of these reprints as SpongeBob characters, and they all feel like they work for me, except for Mr. Krabs as Charex, and Squidward as the Grazilix the Scholar. I don't really care for those two, but the rest are cool. Plankton as Skrull is awesome. Gary as Toxtrol is very funny to me, and I use that as anytime I use a Toxtrol in a deck. It's the Gary version. Sandy as Toski is good. I use that in my Scroll deck. The other one that I actually really don't like is the Patrick Stars Barktooth Warbeard. I wish he was given an ability. I wish he was given a creature with abilities, because I like Patrick and I would have liked to run him as my commander, but I'm not running a vanilla 6/5 as my commander just for the lulz. And also Patrick has other aspects of him other than just being dumb. Also, I don't know if Rakdos works for Patrick very well. Also, we've got SpongeBob as Joda the Unifier. You're de facto, I'm building a Universes Beyond only deck, and then I need a commander. It's gonna be SpongeBob, more than likely. Moving this one onto the tier list, I'm gonna put this as a B. I might be being generous there, but I really do like, the art is really good. These redraws of these moments from SpongeBob are really good. I really like them. They actually feel really good, especially Gary the Snail. I really like the art on Gary. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in B. I feel like that's fair. All right, next up, we got another Secret Lair I kind of like a lot, more than I thought I was going to like. It's Secret Lair Deadpool. This one has Deadpool Trading Card, a unique card, Deadly Rollick, Saw in Half, Blasphemous Sack, and Vandal Blast. All very playable cards that you play in Deadpool and in other decks, like I do. I play all these cards in some other deck. Yeah, this is, moving this one on the tier list, honestly, might be a controversial location for this one. But I'm actually gonna put this one as an A. It was also relatively popular when it came out, so I feel like A is a good location for the Deadpool Secret Lair. In my heart, I actually want to put it a little higher. I kind of want to put it an S, because I feel like this is a really, really fun and really, really cohesive Secret Lair, but I feel like I'll catch too much flack if I put anything higher than A, so I'm gonna leave it there. Next up, we have featuring Jay Howell, the Bob's Burgers artist, and he's got some really interesting cards for us. Agent of Treachery, Priest of Forgotten Gods, Treasonous Ogre, Uncivil Unrest, and Marchesa the Black Rose. I really don't like the Bob's Burger art style, but that's like a personal thing. I don't think it's done badly, and I'm not going to factor in the fact that I just don't like this art style in this particular one, because I think it's just me, and people really do like the Bob's Burger art style. I want to be as objective as I can be. That being said, I don't think these are great card choices either. Agent of Treachery is played in the kind of decks that Agent of Treachery will be played in a lot. Priest of Forgotten Gods is played in a lot of decks as well, but the rest are not. Treasonous Ogre, I don't think I've ever really seen played. I literally cannot even remember the last time I've played against a Marchesa deck, or even seen it in another deck. Although I will say this art from Marchesa is my favorite card, and in this Secret Lair, I think this one works for me. Moving this one on to the tier list, I'm gonna put this as a D tier. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm sorry, Jay Howell. I actually do like Bob's Burgers. I find the show funny, and the art style doesn't bother me so much there. I don't know what it is about these cards that doesn't work for me, but I do like Bob's Burgers. Next up, we have Vroom. This one came in 3 foil editions, raised foil for $100 if I remember correctly, foil for $40, and non-foil for $30. This one contained Lava Dart, Monastery Swiftfear, Skullstar Mage, Underworld Breach, and Mishra's Bauble. These are all very played cards in constructed formats, not so much in Commander. Some of them are played in Commander, but mostly in constructed formats. These are very cool art treatments of these cards. I would play all of these cards in my constructed deck if I had like $400 to blow on just the set of cards. I do not, and that is definitely going to play a role in the ranking here. I don't normally consider the price of the Secret Lairs because most of them are pretty standard, either 50, 40 for foils, but this one had a $100 version, which I feel is a little outrageous. I do like the art in these a lot, and these are all very playable cards. However, the value of the individual cards is also super duper low, which again, I'm not normally trying to factor into the ranking, but this one feels like important. I like the art in these a lot, and let's be honest, if I was Post Malone playing constructed formats, these are the versions I'd play, but that price to value ratio is so not great. I think I'm gonna put these in C tier. I'm gonna be generous here. Should I be generous here? I don't know if I should be. I do like these treatments a lot, like as far as the artwork. The raised foil I could take or leave, but like let's look at this from the $40 perspective. $40 foils, I think these are C tier. I think you would buy playsets of these if you wanted them for your decks, and you would be the cool guy, and that's okay. I'm gonna look at these from the foil perspective, not the raised foil perspective. And literally everything I just said about the Vroom Secret Lair, I'm gonna say everything the same about Everything is on Fire. Exact same statements. The art's fantastic. The value of the raised foils is a little annoying. These are all playable cards in constructed formats, and if you want to play the latest versions of these cards, especially that Dragon Race channel is super dope looking. These are the versions you play. If you got the money and you have the interest, go ahead. But I'm just going to drop these into C tier and move on. And join your friend. Next up, we have Secret Lair. KEXP. You are not alone. This one contained Cultural Exchange, Folio of Fancies, Concordant Crossroads, Rites of Flourishing, and Font of Mythos. This was a crossover with a local Seattle radio station. I don't know much more about it than that, but that's cool. The art on these is super sick, super unique. I like them all. I wish I could read them. They're all very hard to read, honestly. Concordant Crossroads is my favorite card in the Secret Lair. Also has the least amount of text on it, which is cool. The fact that Rites of Flourishing is basically unreadable does a lot of negative work here. To not belabor the point on this one, I'm going to put this one as a D because of readability, and there only really being one playable card there, and that's Concordant Crossroads. I see Folio of Fancies played sometimes, but not as much, and Rites of Flourishing, same thing. The other two, not at all. So I think D tier is fine. This is not a knock on the artists. I just can't read some of the cards, and that is what it is. Next up, we got Secret Lair KEXP, Where the Music Matters. This is a set of basic lands, and once again, all of them are going to go to C tier. because they're basic lands, and I think that's just where they belong, other than some specific exceptions. These all look really good, and I do really like the plains and the island from this one a lot. I'd also run the mountain in certain decks, and the basic land here for you. Next up, we have Secret Lair Commander deck, Everyone's Invited. This one contained a bunch of reprints, and then special versions of Morphon the Boundless, Raise the Palisade, Bitter Blossom, Taurian Mauler, Avenger of Zendikar, Kindred Summons, Chandrashit Dryad, Coat of Arms, Basswood Nexus, Soul Ring, and 4 foil shifter tokens, and also a Morphon the Boundless display card, like a thicker card. Let's start with some positives about this deck. The art on all of the special cards is fantastic, and I would run these versions in a lot of my decks if I needed any of these versions. They're very cool. I especially like the Basswood Nexus. I think this looks absolutely sick. I love it. The negative about this one is this deck is relatively unplayable. It's like it's not put together in a cohesive way. A lot of people did not like this deck. A lot of people didn't like the art. I like the art. I will say that specifically. I really did like the art. A lot of people didn't like the art. The land base was like okay at best. I don't know, man. It was kind of a bummer on this one, and I remember being relatively expensive. I think it was $250, which is a lot for a Secret Lair Commander deck. I remember the point where they were like 100, 150. Now we're paying way more for, you know, this Secret Lair. We did get this Ren and Siri reprint, and I think this is the first time it was reprinted in non-foil, so that's cool. But yeah, this is not a great Secret Lair. Moving on over to the tier list, I'm going to put Secret Lair Everyone's Invited in the D tier. I wanted to put it F, but I think some of the reprints are cool. I think the artwork does a little bit of heavy lifting here, and it just doesn't feel as bad as the two on the bottom. It doesn't feel as bad as Plagiarism or Class of 87. Next up, we got Secret Lair Festival in a Box Las Vegas 2025. This one came with a Mystery Booster 2 box, which is good. Also came with a Slay the Day Foil Edition Secret Lair with Morrowind the Nurturer, Lysa Shroud of Dust, Allura Ageless Ascetic, Sithis Harvest Hand. It also came with 3 promo cards. It's a Sliver Hive, Ugin, the Spirit Dragon, and a playtest card called All You Can Eat Buffet. I think the Secret Lair looks cool. I really like the Secret Lair. The 4 cards, Morrowind the Nurturer, very cool looking. Lysa Shroud of Dust, cool looking. Allura, awesome. Sithis, I love this version of Sithis, one of my favorites. Straight up, I don't think Allura is played at all anymore. People do not play this deck. Lysa, same thing. Morrowind is played in elf decks. I don't know if I'd play this version, maybe as the commander, but definitely not in the elf deck. Sithis, same thing. I might play this as the commander, but not in, well, no, I play this one in my Enchantress deck. As far as the rest of the Secret Lair goes, the promos are fine. Ugin, cool retro border version of it with retro text formatting, neat. Sliver Hive, awesome. All You Can Eat Buffet, it's funny. It's pretty funny because I've been to the Vegas buffets and, you know, they're pretty cool. I think the Secret Lair is a C. It's not bad. I don't think it's as good as Festival of the Box Chicago. Don't I? I do like Ugin. I'm gonna put this as a B. I think it might be as good as Chicago. I think these might be equivalent. Next up, we have Artist Series Phil Foglio. This one comes with Goblin Bombardment, Orcish Lumberjack, Constant Mist, and Song of the Dryads. Very cool art. I really like the art in these, and this is going to do a lot of work here when it comes to rating. The playability in these cards is like non-existent. Goblin Bombardment is the only one I think ever sees play in Commander, and none of these cards using play anywhere else. Although, now that I'm looking at it, I think I would actually play Constant Mist more. I like Fogs. Art's really cool, and I think that's what's going to really decide the tier on this one. Moving over to the tier list, Artist Series Phil Foglio. I'm going to put it as a C. I'm being generous here. I think it really needs to be a D because there's like no playability instead of Goblin Bombardment. But the art's really cool. I really like this old school Magic art that we have here. And we don't see that too much in Secret Lair. So I'm going to put it as C just for that alone. Next up, we have featuring Imri Sakabishira. I'm sure I pronounced that incorrectly. I'm so sorry. This one contained Consecrated Sphinx, Resculpt, Mirage Mirror, and Cyana Draco. Very cool art style. Cyana Draco was a Medicine Modern for a while, and that's very cool. Consecrated Sphinx is a very sought after playable card. Resculpt is cool. And Mirage Mirror is also played in Commander quite a bit. I think this is a super cool Secret Lair. Readability is good, but where the text is makes it look kind of bad, unfortunately. Like, I think that's kind of ugly, but I don't know how to do it better because we see when people try to incorporate the text into the art and that ends up looking really bad or hard to read. So I guess this is the lesser of two evils, so I don't want to count that against us too much. I really like the art on this Secret Lair, so that's neat. Moving it over to the tier list, I'm going to put this as a B tier. I think this has some good cards in it. The art's really cool. Resculpt is kind of a weird include. No one's really running that too much. And I don't think Silent Draco is running more currently, but it was run very much for a while, and this would have been a cool version to run. So the Consecrated Sphinx does a lot here. Next up, we got the first of our Final Fantasy Secret Lairs. This is Final Fantasy Game Over. This one had Day of Judgment, Temporal Extortion, Toxic Deluge, Praetor's Grasp, and Star of Extinction. It's the board wipe Secret Lair. If you're running a Final Fantasy commander and you need a board wipe, you'd run one of these. This is gonna sound weird. I don't really like the art on most of these. Even though this looks like art out of the main set, the borderless treatment looks weird to me, especially Unseat the Usurper and Merciless Poisoning. I don't mess with a lot. I don't mind Meteor Fall or Day of Judgment. I think those are good. Day of Judgment looks real good to me, actually. I do like this one a lot, but the rest just looks so weird, and I don't know how to explain that. Anyway, it's the Secret Lair. It's got themes. It's the board wipe Secret Lair. If you need a board wipe from Final Fantasy, this is your guy, and I think C tier is where that belongs, because you're not doing much else but wiping the board with these cards. About a quarter of the way through now. Next up, we got Final Fantasy Grimoire. This one had Prismatic Ending, Cyclonic Rift, Dam, Lightning Bolt, and Heroic Intervention. This Secret Lair was poised to be another S tier, but that Lightning Bolt is going to drop it down one tier automatically. I think it's going to end up being a tier or B tier. Heroic Intervention was really cool. This was a really good reprint at the time, but now we see Heroic Intervention a lot. Dam is a really cool reprint, although I don't think it's worth very much. Prismatic Ending was played in some standard and Pioneer decks, maybe even in Modern, but I don't think it's played that much anymore. And Iconic Rift, of course, fantastic reprint. People are very excited for it. I wish it was another Final Fantasy that got Cyclonic Rift, because I didn't really play Final Fantasy, what is that, 13? Yeah, 13 too much, but you know, que sera, sera. And honestly, while I really do actually like the art on this Lightning Bolt, and this might be a version of Lightning Bolt I do run going forward if I need 4 copies of Lightning Bolt, I'm tired of seeing Lightning Bolt, and I'm going to stick to that. This is getting dropped down a tier for that alone. So for Final Fantasy Secret Lair Grimoire, it might have been an S tier, but I think I'm going to drop it to A tier. It has some very playable cards: Heroic Intervention, Cyclonic Rift, and Dam, and Lightning Bolt, of course, but I'm tired of seeing Lightning Bolt. Prismatic Ending can take or leave. Next up, we have Secret Lair Weapons Final Fantasy. This one is Staff of the Storyteller, Blade of Cells, Umezawa's Jite, Colossus Hammer, and Sword of Truth and Justice. I really like this Secret Lair a lot, except that the Unicard is throwing me off, just like the Unicard from the last Secret Lair. Staff of the Storyteller and Unisending Staff, they're not equipment, and everything else in the Secret Lair is equipment, so thematically that kind of messes me up a little bit. But the rest of the cards in the Secret Lair rock. I really like. Glad to see another reprint of Colossus Hammer. Now we got a bunch of art choices, which is nice. Also, that card was creeping up in price a little bit, so I'm glad to see another reprint. I think the all-star card here is Titus's Brotherhood Sword, Sword of Truth and Justice. This also worked fantastic with the Commander deck that featured Final Fantasy X. This was like a slam dunk include, so that's very cool. And honestly, I'm a little biased when it comes to equipment stuff, but I think this is an S tier, personally. And maybe you disagree with that, but I think these are all great equipment pieces that can go in different decks, not just equipment decks, and they do a lot of work there. The only hesitation I have is the Yuna Sending Staff. I don't think this one works with the other pieces so much, but it does work within the deck that features Yuna, which coincidentally is also the deck that features Titus, so both those cards actually go in the same deck, which is cool. I don't know, I really like this one a lot. Talk to me about it in the comments. And we're actually coming up to another one of my favorite Secret Lairs of the year, The Art of Frank Frazetta, the second exhibition. This one has Deadly Dispute, Murderous Rider, Zulaport Cutthroat, Aggravated Assault, and Desperate Ritual. All relatively playable cards in Commander with some of, like, bar none, the coolest art I have seen in a long time from Magic the Gathering. I absolutely love this Secret Lair. Weirdly enough, I actually missed this one. I did not pick up this Secret Lair at all. I don't know if I would have even been able to get it, because it probably would have sold out immediately. This art is fantastic. I especially want to focus on this Aggravated Assault. Oh my god, this is fantastic looking. But no, every single card in this Secret Lair is absolutely stunning. Zulaport Cutthroat, super playable. Merce Rider, super playable. Desperate Ritual, playable. Deadly Dispute, super duper playable. Absolutely one of my favorite secret layers of the year by a lot. Moving this one onto the tier list, this will surprise nobody that I think this is our first double S tier. This is an absolutely fantastic secret layer. Next up, we have Secret Lair featuring National Association of Latino Arts and Culture, the Nuestra Magic Secret Lair. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that pronunciation. I'm dumb American, don't speak more than one language. But this one had Tireless Provisioner, Sylvan Library, Ancient Greenwarden, Explosive Iteration, Xenagos God of Revels, Lightning Greaves, Soul Ring, Food Token, and a Treasure Token. This one was packed full of value and awesome art, very cool art. Art you don't really get to see in Magic a lot, which is nice. Tireless Provisioner, very cool version of that card. Ancient Greenwarden, another very playable landfall card. Come on, can't tell me you don't want to play these tokens. Like, this is a awesome secret lair. Plus, it is for charity, so that automatically is going to bump it up a few tiers. We love supporting charities and the arts around here. We're going to say this is an S tier. This one is a very good secret lair. Even if you don't need these cards, you can't deny the value was there. The reprints were there, the art was there. I think this was an awesome secret lair, honestly. From one banger to another, we got Secret Lair Sonic Turbo Gear. This one had the Reaver Cleaver, Swiftfoot Boots, Mirror Battlesphere, Hammer of Nazan, Lightning Greaves, Weatherlight, and a Mirror Token. I think this is a very cool combination of cards, a bunch of really good equipment here. Some awesome artwork by some great artists. I especially like the Weatherlight. I threw that right into my Greasefang deck. My favorite piece of art in this secret lair is, of course, the Lightning Greaves. I think that just looks amazing. I have it in foil and I absolutely love it. I think we can safely move on to the tier list, and I think I'm going to throw Turbo Gear in an A tier. I mean, the value's not super duper high, but all the cards are playable and you'll play them in the decks that need them. Next up, we have Secret Lair Sonic Friends and Foes. This one had a bunch of mechanically unique cards: Knuckles the Echidna, Amy Rose, Dr. Eggman, Miles, Tails Prower, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog, and a enchantment, Super State. I liked all these cards. I think they made some cool commanders. Especially really liked Knuckles the Echidna. That was a very popular one. Shadow the Hedgehog was super popular. People thought he might have been CEDH viable. I'm not sure if they actually panned out. The only couple of duds for me were actually Sonic and Tails. I did not really love these ones after playing them for a while. Moving this one on to the tier list, I think there's a B tier for this one. Feels fine. I think that's an okay place to put that. And for our final foray into the Green Hill Zone, we have Sonic Chasing Adventure. This one had Generous Gift, Open the Armory, Fabricate, Deadly Dispute, Unexpected Windfall, Soul Ring, and a Treasure Token. I'm just gonna say right now, this is one of the best looking Soul Rings we've ever seen. Ever, full stop. If you have not seen this Soul Ring in foil, do yourself a favor and go look at it. It's stunning. I love it. And actually this Treasure Token as well. This is the Treasure Token I use most times because it's just so cool looking in foil. It's really sick. As far as value in the secret lair, there's not a lot. Unexpected Windfall, Open the Armory, those are a couple bucks. Generous Gift's a good reprint, Fabricate's a fantastic reprint, and Deadly Dispute, we've seen it a couple times now, but we like it. I know it's the Soul Ring doing the work here, but I really like this one. I'm also gonna throw this one in A tier. Sonic did well for itself, I think, in the secret lair realm. Next up is Festival in a Box Atlanta. This one contained Mystery Booster 2 box, which is good. People like that. It also came with a Secret Lair drop, Magic Con, The Gathering Foil Edition. This one had Pack Rat, Shared Summon, Sylvan Offering, and Sliver Legion. And it had 4 promo cards: the Ur Dragon, Scourge of Valkis, Lightning Bolt, and Spaghetti Junction. Now, I've got a couple things. First of all, Lightning Bolt dropped down a tier. I'm tired of seeing it. Secondly, the Magic Con, The Gathering. I'm just going to say it. I did not like the Secret Lair. And it's not because these cards aren't functional. Pack Rat and Sliver Legion are played and the decks are played in a lot. I don't like the fourth wall break here. I don't like Magic cards playing with Magic cards. It's the way I think a lot of people feel about Universe Beyond in general, where they don't like the other thing infecting the first thing. I don't like the fourth wall break at all. It's not funny like Deadpool. It's kind of annoying to me personally. And again, I'm tired of seeing Lightning Bolt. Stop putting it in the Secret Lair product for a while. The Ur Dragon reprint is helping a lot, and the Mystery Booster 2 box is helping a lot here. Moving this one over to the tier list, honestly, I really want to put this in D tier. Like, it was going to be in B, but I dropped it down for the Lightning Bolt. I don't like the Secret Lair. I won't play those versions of it. It has the Ur Dragon, which is fantastic. It has like one of my favorite versions of the Ur Dragon, which is fantastic. It has Mystery Booster 2. I think I'm going to be generous and leave it in C tier. I do not like that Secret Lair though. Next up, we have Secret Lair Marvel Spider-Man Villainous Plots. This one had Deadly Dispute, Go for the Throat, Lightning Greaves, Soul Ring, and Command Tower. This is the version of Soul Ring that I run in my Superior Spider-Man deck, and I love it. I will not let that sway me too much. I think the rest of these cards are tired. I'm tired of seeing these cards as reprints. Command Tower is cool. What these cards feel like are the cards that would have been in the Commander deck if we got Spider-Man Commander decks naturally, but we didn't, so now we're getting them here, and I don't really care for that too much. All these reprints are relatively cheap, but even if I like the art, and I think this is some of the best Spider-Man art we've seen of all the Spider-Man stuff that came out, I'm just tired of seeing some of these cards, even if I love that Soul Ring, which I do. This is like top tier Soul Ring, to be honest. Moving on over to the tier list, I'm going to say the Villainous Plots is a D tier. I think it's a D tier. It's just a bunch of staples that would have been in Commander decks that, yeah, cool, we're glad we're getting the staples as an option, but I'm tired of seeing them. I think you are too. And I'm going to skip ahead on my list here real quick and say the same thing about Marvel Spider-Man Heroic Deeds. I'm going to put it in the same position. It's a bunch of staples. I'm glad we have them, so you have a Spider-Man Soul Ring to play in your Spider-Man Commander deck. Same with the Command Tower, Lightning Greaves, that's neat. But I am tired of seeing these cards, and I wish they were actually on the bonus sheet in the main set. That would have been a cool place to have these instead of a separate secret lair for paying $40 for $3 worth of cards. So that's my honest opinion on that. But this one did come with Ephemerate, 3 Visits, Lightning Greaves, Soul Ring, Command Tower. I'm just tired of seeing those cards. Moving on over to the tier list, I'm putting it right next to Villainous Plots. These, I wish these were just bonus sheets, honestly. Next up, we have Secret Lair Spider-Man Venom Unleashed Colors. This also came in an inked version, which are just black and white versions of these cards. So like pre-inked versions of comic book panels, which is neat. This one had some awesome cards and some not awesome cards. It had Damnation, Dark Ritual, Peer into the Abyss, Surgical Extraction, and Tendrils of Agony. You will definitely play this version of Damnation and Dark Ritual in your Venom deck. I don't know if you'll play the other cards, but these are really cool pieces of art, and that Damnation, that Dark Ritual, doing a lot of work here. You really want these versions if you're making a Venom deck. I think that's undeniable. I mean, honestly, even if you're not making a Venom deck, I could see you wanting to use this version of Damnation. It's just super sick, honestly. So moving this one onto the tier list, I'm going to say this is a C tier. The art's really, really good, and I really do like it, but I don't necessarily care for like 3 of the 5 cards. Like Damnation, Dark Ritual, cool. The rest I can take or leave. So I think C tier is fair. I want to put it in B tier in my heart because I really like that Damnation, but I'm gonna put it in C tier to be fair. All right, next up we have a basic land Secret Lair. These are the Mana Symbiote raised foils. You got 2 of each of the basic lands, and they all feature Venom in the Phyrexia All Be One oil slick version light treatment. They're super sick. I love them. I wish I picked them up. I regret not picking them up. I had them in my cart. I dropped them. I'm like, I don't need $120 in basic lands for my deck. I did. I wish I had them. These are awesome. But they are basic lands, so they all start in C tier as per my rules. But this is the one I actually want to bump up a little bit. I think these are dope. If you're going to run a Venom deck, you got actually a couple options. You can run the ones that came in the main set for Spider-Man, or you can run the super slick oil slick version. I think you want to run these. I'm seeing these reselling for a lot right now. They're super popular. I don't think that necessarily is a good thing or a bad thing. It just is a thing. But I love them. I'm not gonna lie. I wish these were like $6 a piece like they should be, but they ended up being, I think the Swamp is like $24 or something. What is, hold on. Venom Swamp. It's actually come down a bit. It's now like $17, which is good. Yeah, it was at 18 at one point. Anyway, moving these onto the tier list. I'm gonna put these as a B tier. I really like these. Again, most basic lands start at a C tier. They really can't get higher than that for me, unless special exception. And I really dig these. I've seen them in person and they're gorgeous. Finally, we have our last Spider-Man Secret Lair. This is Spider-Man Daily Bugle Breaking News. This one had Fact or Fiction, Frantic Search, Scheming Symmetry, Blasphemous Fact, and Mac Tremors in a dope Daily Bugle art style frame that I really like. I run these versions of these cards in my Dr. Octopus deck because they're awesome. I think this border's sick. No complaints there. I think the card selection is really good for Commander. All of these cards are playable in Commander, and that's awesome. Not worth very much, but I think that's okay. I think you're getting these for the dope art treatments. Moving on over to my tier list, I'm honestly going to put these at a B tier because the value is low, but I would put them in an A tier in my heart. I think they're very cool looking, and I really like this treatment. This is my favorite Spider-Man treatment. Next up, we have the Secret Lair Play-Doh Extra Life Charity Secret Lair. This one had green sleeves, Marosaurus, Polyraptor, Academy Manufacturer, and Wormcoil engine. I think the art is sick. I really like the Wormcoil engine. I think the value is okay, but I think because this is for charity, I'm more apt to raise this higher on the tier list. I hope you bought this one. I bought this one. I feel really good about it. I really like the Academy Manufacturer. I really like the Wormcoil engine. I don't have use for the green sleeves or the Polyraptor, but either way, awesome treatments of these cards. Very cool sculptures. I hope that they raised the funding they were trying to raise, and I'm glad to have been part of it. Moving this one on to the tier list, I don't think anyone's going to complain about putting this one in S tier. We love a charity here on the channel. Next up, we got the first Furby Secret Lair. This is Furby the Odd Bodies. It came in 3 foil versions, a confetti foil that looked like the Eldraine confetti foil, a foil and a non-foil. It was 60, 40, and 30 respectively. This one had Hullbreaker Horror, Maddening Cacophony, Serum Visions, Umbra's Fear Manifest, and a foil Spellskite. You can see the confetti foil effect here. It's cool. I like it a lot. This one sold out almost immediately. I think the Secret Lair is sick for being a starter kit for building Umbris. I think that's dope. I really like the Odd Bodies thing from Furby. I got into it a lot. I was working on a video for a while. I ended up scrapping it, but the Odd Bodies community is very cool, and I think this is a very good representation of them. Love it a lot. That Serum Vision haunts me, to be honest with you. Moving this one onto the tier list, I have no problem putting this particular one in A. I like it a lot. It's very cohesive as a Secret Lair. It's a good starter kit, again, for Umbris, and all the cards will go on Umbris. Dope. Next up, we have a Furby Secret Lair I care for less. This one is Furby's The Gathering Confetti Foil Edition. This one had Spear of Safety, Miscast, Phyrexian Arena, Tormenting Voice, and Tameo Safekeeping. I think Spear of Safety and Phyrexian Arena are cool reprints, but those are the only 2 cool reprints in this Secret Lair. I don't really mess with the rest of them. Moving this one onto the tier list, I'm going to put this one into C tier. Might be a little generous. I think I'm going to put it as a D tier. There's just nothing there for me. I mean, if you're building Umbris, you'll take the Phyrexian Arena and Miscast, but that's about it. I think D tier is fine. I don't really like this one functionally too much. And next up, we have Secret Lair Furby Due Nola. This one has Distant Melody, Explore, Inspiring Call, Chromatic Lantern, and Soul Ring. These are all playable cards that you can play in a Furby commander deck. The only kind of oddball here is Inspiring Call. I don't think you necessarily play this one in the Furby commander deck, but the rest you could, and that's really cool. This is the Soul Ring you'll need if you're going to play Umbris. Same thing with your Chromatic Lantern if you want to play that. I think people should play less Chromatic Lantern, but that's a discussion for another day. I think for what this is, it's very good, and I really like the art. And again, I think the Furbies are cool. Moving this one onto the tier list, I think this is a B tier. It's doing what it needs to do. It's a starter kit for Furby stuff. I did drop that lower for the other ones, but I think I'm less mad about this one than I am about the Spider-Man ones, because I feel like those should have come in the main set. This is all Secret Lair, so I think I want to put it in B. I should put it in D. I think I'll put it in C. That feels fair to me. Next up, we have my personal F tier. I hate this Secret Lair. This is Secret Lair, The Office, Dwight's Destiny. This is a little personal, but I hate The Office. I think it's unfunny most of the time. I've seen a lot of The Office because when I was in the Army, people like to play it in the background a lot, and I was just like, this is not for me, dudes. And Dwight was my least favorite character on this show. Jim was a close second, but I really did not like Dwight at all. This one contains Helios Suncrown, Steel Shaper's Gift, Source of Plowshare, Brawl, Chief of Compliance, Garuk, Relentless, and the Reaper King. This is an uncohesive Secret Lair with cards you don't play together, featuring a character I personally don't like, which artwork that is very off-putting. In a way that I hear a lot of people talk about Universe Beyond in general, but I don't think that's fair. I think this is fair. I think this looks bad. I do not mess with it at all. No shades to the actor. I'm sure the dude's funny in real life or whatever, but I do not like Dwight, and I do not like seeing your face that I associate Dwight. All of these cards. Do not care for this. Like, I love the Princess Bride Secret Lair, which also featured the faces of the actors all over the cards. Just cannot stand this one personally. Also, I am not going to bring up the bonus card for any Secret Lairs. I made a point not to do that so far. I just want to say that the bonus card and the Mindy Kaling one also hurts this a lot just for me, because I don't like Mindy Kaling, because the Velma show, that show was dog water. Anyway, I'm not actually going to let that factor into the failure of the Secret Lair. I can do that all on its own. Secret Lair, The Office, Dwight's Destiny. Join the Plagiarism Secret Lair in Class of 87, the F tier. You abomination. I do not like you. I honestly cannot believe this sold out. Y'all are weird. From a secret lair I despise to a secret lair I actually love. It's Secret Lair Jaws. This one had this borderless poster version of Jaws, a unique card. It also had Descent into Avernus, Reckless Endeavor, Sneak Attack, a Braid, and a Blood token. This was sick. I love the version of... I like what they do with Jaws a lot. I bought this one immediately as soon as I saw it. This is a very cohesive secret lair that, unlike Dwight, all the cards go into the Jaws deck and make a Jaws deck, which is dope. That Sneak Attack, that is my favorite version of Sneak Attack. With or without the Jaws association, that is just dope looking, to be honest. And when I rewatched the movie and I was doing like the meme, you know, that meme from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I just love this secret lair so much. It's super fun, super cohesive. The art's amazing. I love the 1950s comic book art style, like that watercolor art style. Super dope. I'm sure I'm using the wrong terminology there, but it's awesome. Cool secret lair. Absolutely. Jaws, Terror of Amity Island. You're going straight to S tier, baby. I'm so tempted to put you in double S because I think this is exactly what I want in a secret lair, a cohesive Universes Beyond property. I don't necessarily always love when it's mechanically unique, but I do love this one. And you know what? Yeah, this is a double S for me. I really think they knocked out the park with the Jaws Secret Lair. I think it makes it a very fun deck, very unique deck, very cool deck with awesome art and amazing foil treatments. If you have not seen Jaws and Sneak Attack in foil, I highly recommend you do so. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add some B-roll of my own Sneak Attack so you can see it right now. Tell me this isn't amazing. Next up, we have Artist Series Kieran Yanner. This one had Armageddon, Northern Paladin, Lord of the Pit, and of course, Demonic Tutor that nobody could get because scalpers bought it up immediately. I'm so bummed about this because I love this secret lair. I mean, Kieran Yanner art, of course, already well known in the community as being some of the best art in Magic, but that Armageddon is astounding. I don't even run Armageddon in the deck and I just really want a copy of this. Nobody plays Northern Paladin, nobody plays Lord of the Pit, it doesn't matter. You bought this for the Demonic Tutor, unfortunately, and unfortunately you'll never have a chance to get it because it sold out immediately because you put in $60+ reprint in a $40+ product and people absolutely ate that up. Yeah, I was so curious as to what the Demonic Tutor Secret Lair sold for right now in the secondary market. Looking at $85 just for the Demonic Tutor in foil, double what the Secret Lair cost. I'm not going to hold that against the Secret Lair itself because that's not the Secret Lair's fault, but it is Wizard's fault. Please go back to a print-on-demand model because I was super bummed when I couldn't got this. I took the day off to try to get this one and it did not happen and I was very sad. I wanted to put this in double S tier, but there are 2 unplayable cards in the Secret Lair and that is what it is. But Armageddon, a lot of people don't play it, a lot of people shouldn't play it, but I would play it just so I could play this version. It's amazing. And of course, Demonic Tutor. Alright, next up we got some Secret Lairs that are just not for me. We got Secret Lair, Iron Maiden, Eddie Unchained. This one had Bruvac, Grand Delinquent, Windfall, Captain Ningorath, Nekusar the Mindraiser, Iron Maiden, and Mindcrank. These are all cards that make for a very good Nekusar deck. So this is a very good Nekusar starter kit, which is awesome. It features a bunch of really cool art from Iron Maiden, I guess. I'm not an Iron Maiden fan, but the art's cool. I think it's awesome. It's not for me. I wouldn't play this deck. I'd feel like this is the kind of deck that made me feel like a poser if I put it together because I'm like, oh, you love Iron Maiden? I was like, I am indifferent to Iron Maiden, but I thought the art was cool. And that sometimes doesn't feel good enough. Sometimes I feel like you should be into the thing if you're into the thing, you know? And I would play maybe the Windfall out of this in a personal tip, but I really like the art. I think it looks cool. And as far as being a starter kit for Nekusar, this is a fantastic way to start. Very good Secret Lair. Moving on over to the tier list, I'm going to put this one in an A tier. I think it does what it does very well, and I'm sure the Iron Maiden fans are ecstatic about it. For our next Iron Maiden Secret Lair, we have Iron Maiden album art. This one features Lethal Steam, Grave Titan, Animate Dead, Trampool Trespass, Unearth, and Lignify. A bunch of good cards that can go into the Nekusar deck we were just talking about, so that's awesome. So buy both these Secret Lairs, throw them together, except for Lignify, who doesn't work color-wise. But the rest of the cards are pretty cool. Apparently these are all arts from the Iron Maiden album covers. I don't listen to Iron Maiden, but if these are the album arts covers, then maybe I should because these look dope. And Eddie looks cool throughout. Playability of the cards is decent. Animate Dead, I actually kind of might pick up that Animate Dead for my Superior Spider-Man deck, so that's neat. Moving this one on to the tier list, we're gonna put Iron Maiden album cover in, but this is like a B. It feels fair. Like, it's not a fantastic value, but it's good. You know, it's good. Next up, we have Secret Lair Trick or Treat. This one has Liberator, Ursus Battlecopter, Satoru Urasawa, Vito, Throne of Dusk Rose, Vojak, Cause of the Conclave, and Wilhelm the Rock Cleaver. I'm going to rank this one really low for one simple reason. These were a bunch of commanders that people wanted alternate art stuff and cool ways to show off their commander, and this did not work for anybody I know or anybody I've seen online talk about as alternatives for their commander. They did not like this treatment, and this is, for a lot of these cards, the only treatment that they got other than their original treatment, and that blows for them. I also don't mess with this art too much. I don't think it's hideous or anything. I just don't mess with it. And I would never run any of these versions as my commander. Maybe Wilhelm, maybe I throw Wilhelm in my zombie deck, but I wouldn't run this as my commander probably. Especially Vojak. Vojak does not work for me the most. That's just a boy in a wolf costume. And I get that's the joke, but I don't want to run this as my commander. Placing the Trick or Treat Secret Lair on the tier list. We're going to put this one in a D tier because nobody wants to play these versions of the cards. And I'm sorry to the artist. The art's not bad or anything. It just does not work, I think, for the thing we're doing. From one Secret Lair we don't mess with to the next, we got Dreaming Darkly. This one had Glenelendra Archmage, Guardian Project, Root of the Hidden Realm, and Soul Herder. Guardian Project, of course, people play. Glenelendra, sometimes people play. Nobody really plays Rune as a commander anymore, so that's kind of a miss. And Soul Hoarder, again, nobody really plays this as a commander. I like the art on all of these Secret Lair cards a lot. I think they're dope, especially Rune. That's just devious looking. Look at mischievous. I love him. Nobody plays a lot of these cards except Guardian Project, so I can't say that this Secret Lair is super popular. Looks cool. Don't really mess with it, unfortunately. And that's not really the problem. That's not the fault of the artist. These are amazing pieces of art. So for the Dreaming Darkly Secret Lair, I'm going to put it at a C tier. In my heart, I want to put it B because I really like the art, but I think being realistic, people aren't playing Rune as a commander, and people aren't playing Soul Hoarder at all. But Glenelendra Archmage, people sometimes play. Guardian Project sometimes play. So I think C is fair. I want to put it here. The art is also helping a lot. Next up, we have Secret Lair Horizon into the Forbidden West. This is one of our first PlayStation Secret Lairs, and I'm going to blanket statement. The art in all of the PlayStation Secret Lairs is pretty good. I like a lot of them. This one has Alloy Savior of Meridian, which is a unique card, Farseek, Blightsteel Colossus, Tyrian Soul Cleaver, and Meteor Golem. Again, the art on the PlayStation Secret Lairs, especially this one, stunning. Really, really good looking. I really like the way Alloy looks here. That Farseek is one of my favorite versions of Farseek. Blightsteel Colossus reprint is fantastic. Tyrian Soul Cleaver, super cool card to be reprinted. The only miss for me personally is Meteor Golem, and I think that works within the world of Horizon well, so I'm not even really bothered by that too much. And it does work in this deck, again, really well, so that's cool. Blightsteel Colossus doing a lot of work here, but that's, that's to be expected. If you got Blightsteel Colossus in your anything, the chase card is Blightsteel Colossus. But as a unique commander, Alloy is also really cool. I like her a lot. Again, I just am super stunned by the art. I really like this. So moving Secret Lair Horizon to the Forbidden West onto the tier list, I'm going to put this as an S tier. I feel like that might be too much because the Blightsteel and I think S tier is fair. Blightsteel's awesome. Alloy's awesome. This is a really good Secret Lair, honestly. And I had to check real quick if it was sold out. And yeah, this one's sold out. Most of the PlayStation Secret Lairs aren't sold out yet, but I was actually going to buy this right now if it wasn't sold out. From one S tier to another, we have Secret Lair God of War Greek. Now, this one's an S tier for an entirely different reason to Alloy. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, this comes with Kratos, God of War, a unique card. World at War, Rite of Flames, Sulfuric Vortex, and Powerhemia. This is a fantastic starter kit if you want to build this deck. All the cards in there, except one, are really, really good. But first, let's look at Kratos. Yeah, this unique commander is awesome. It does something that I've never seen another commander do, in that it makes everyone be attacking. You want to be attacking with this deck, and everyone has a chance to attack. Kratos is awesome. He has double strike, so he protects himself a little bit. Got to give him vigilance somehow, but this is an awesome commander. And all the cards in a Secret Lair drop help a lot with that, except Rite of Flame. I think this one was a little bit of a miss. I know what they were doing there, referencing a thing in game, but I think this card is not very functional with the deck. Looks dope though. But the thing that I'm putting this in S tier for is, well, am I putting it in S tier? Because I don't know. That one card really hurts it. The thing I'm putting this in low S, high A for is this art. I mean, come on. The Magali Avenue art in Kratos God of War is some of the most gorgeous stuff you've ever seen. Don't pretend it ain't. All of these cards look fantastic. I really also like World of War a lot. Sulfuric Vortex is so good looking. I mean, this is an absolutely gorgeous Secret Lair. Tell me you don't want to play these cards when you just look at them. Moving this on to the tier list, I feel like I'm filling up my S tier a lot, and I don't know if all of these are equivalent in value. I might adjust one of these momentarily, but I do think I would put God of War here in S tier. I do actually want to drop Final Fantasy down one tier. I don't know if it belongs here with the rest of these things. I don't know if it does, because Unit Ascending Staff really doesn't work for me. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a mulligan here, and I'm going to actually drop Final Fantasy down. Okay, I'm gonna drop it down one singular tier real quick. That's it. I just feel like it doesn't belong in S tier with the other ones. I like the other ones a lot more than I like Final Fantasy weapons. Bam, that feels like a much better tier list to me already. Next up, we have God of War Norse. This one has Atreus, Impulsive Son, and Kratos, Stoic Father, some unique cards with unique abilities. Then we have a reversible Mimir's Ancient Wisdom, which is Teferi's Ancient Insight, and then Iroas, God of Victory, as Freya, Queen of the Valkyries. I love the two versions of these cards that we got, the two new cards that we got. Atreus and Kratos are fantastic. I am building this deck right now. Well, I've built it for the channel, but I'm physically putting it together. Cards aren't cheap, but the Mimir Ancient Wisdom is awesome. And come on, this is like a super dope auto include in the Kratos deck. You would have absolutely put this in your Kratos deck, and now you get Freya in there with this awesome art. This only functionally being 4 cards or 3.5, depending on how you feel with partner commanders, does hurt this a little bit. I think I might have put this in S tier, but I think where it's gonna go instead is A tier. That's where I feel like this goes. I don't think it's as good as the God of War Greek Secret Lair, but that's an art thing. I think the art in this is fantastic too. I do love the art on the Norse Secret Lair, but that Kratos God of War just does so much work. And also the functionality of this Secret Lair compared to the Greek one. Well, you just have more cards in the Greek one that work with this commander versus this one, because your commanders kind of act like one card. So yeah, man, God of War is cool. Next up, we have the Ghost of Tsushima Secret Lair. It comes with Jin Sakai, Ghost of Tsushima, Path of Exile, Born Upon a Wind, Ghostly Afflictor, and a Ganja Castle as Castle Shimaru. I know nothing about Ghost of Tsushima, but this art is awesome. It makes me want to go play Ghost of Tsushima, and I might just. The Path of Exile is gorgeous, useful, Ghostly Flicker. All these cards work great within Jinsake, the Ghost of Tsushima, so that's nice. The best thing I can say about this Secret Lair is it absolutely does actually make me want to go play the game, and I think I might soon. I think I can confidently say this is a B tier for me. It's not as cool as either of the God of War ones, but it feels as cool to me as the Sonic unique cards. Alright, next up we have Secret Lair Uncharted. I don't like Nathan Drake. I'm not going to let that weigh too hard into this, but I think this is also just kind of a lame Secret Lair, all things considered. It actually feels a lot to me like the Lara Croft Secret Lair that I had struggled to build a deck for. I don't struggle as much with Nathan Drake. I think this is much more straightforward, but I don't really mess with most of the cards in here. Decent cards. You get Whip of Erebos and Midnight Clock, which are dope. Passionate Archaeologist, which looks like a creature and not a background, so I don't really care for that. And Chain Reaction's fine. I don't mess with the Secret Lair too hard, and I don't like Nathan Drake, which is a shame because Naughty Dog used to be like my favorite developer. But as you'll see in the upcoming Secret Lairs as well, I don't really like anything they put out in a while because they're just not my jam. So moving Uncharted onto the tier list, I'm going to put it in C tier. I'm being a little generous. I really just don't care for it. Maybe I'm not being generous. Maybe I'm being realistic. I want to put it in D, but I think C is actually where it belongs. So that last one's Naughty Dog game. Now our next Naughty Dog game is The Last of Us, and this is the part 1. So this features Joel and Ellie. It also features a Cordyceps token, a Cabal Ritual, and a Haunted One background. This is a cool Secret Lair. It's not for me, but I think these are mechanically unique, interesting cards. I wouldn't build this deck personally, but somebody will, and somebody will be very happy. And I think you would not be wrong to feel that way. These are cool cards, but this Joel art, man, I really like this piece. This one's super sick and definitely very evocative of the game, which I have played. Unpopular opinion, I actually think the show in some aspect can be better than the game. At least season 1, not season 2. So for our Last of Us Part 1 Secret Lair, I'm also going to throw it right in the next one, Uncharted. I think it is an average Secret Lair with average enjoyment factor, personally. And now we have The Last of Us Part 2 Secret Lair. This one features Abby, Merciless Soldier, Ellie, Vengeful Hunter. These are mechanically unique cards. the Mycloth, and the Dictative Erebos. Dictative Erebos, great card. Ellie and Abby are cool partner commanders, and Mycloth's cool reprint. I like this one a lot more than the first Last of Us Secret Lair. I think it's cooler. I think it has a little more energy to it, a little more vibe. Abby looks dope. Like absolutely slamming. I love it. Ellie looks kind of meek here, but like kind of how she looks in the game too. I don't know. I'm not a big Last of Us fan, so maybe I'm not the guy for this, but it's a cool Secret Lair, and I really like Abby. So you know. Anyway, being honest with myself, move this one onto the tier list. I think it's a C, low B. I'm not really ranking these left to right or anything, but like just in my mind, it could be a B. I think this one's better than the first one. But no, I think it's also a C. I think all of the Naughty Dog ones here are C. And Naughty Dog, I will raise all of these Secret Lairs up one singular tier if you release Jack 4. I know, enticing offer, your move. Alright, now we're into our Avatar The Last Airbender Secret Lairs, and this one is a lot to learn. This one has Sarah Ascendant, Ponder, Cryptolithrite, and Kodama's Reach. Very cool Secret Lair, very good looking. I feel like all these cards could have been in the base set, and that's going to hurt a lot of the Avatar cards, especially one Secret Lair we'll see later. But I do like Sarah Ascendant reprint. I think that's cool. Kodama's Reach reprint, very cool art. I love this one. I actually am going to pick this up for Toph soon. Ponder and Cryptolithrite. I mean, Ponder looks amazing. Cryptolithrite is very cool, but I wasn't really dying for Cryptolithrite reprint. I'm sure somebody was. It's not a bad Secret Lair at all. I really mess with this Ponder art. I think this looks amazing. Avatar Roku, Kuruk, and oh god, Kyoshi there in the background just looks amazing. Moving a lot to learn on the tier list. I'm gonna put it at a B. Feels B-like to me. Not as bad as anything on the C tier list. I'm trying to think of equivalencies here. Like, it's definitely better than all of the PlayStation ones we just looked at, the Naughty Dog ones. I don't think it's as good as the Norse ones. Yeah, I think I want to keep it on B. Next up, we have Avatar Last Airbender, one with the elements. This one features Silence, Force of Vigor, Past in Flames, Preordained, Painful Truth, and Expressive Iteration. Expressive Iteration is banned in a lot of places. That hurts us a little bit. Silence is played in mod in other places. Very cool. Force of Vigor, awesome reprint. Past in Flames, Preordained, and Painful Truths. I don't really care about those too much, but I'm sure somebody does. These should have been on the bonus sheet. That's what they feel like these actually should have been. They feel like they could have been even in the main set. I am knocking some points off from that. Knocking some points off for Expressive Iteration not being played anywhere. These just absolutely feel like they should have been part of the main set, and I feel like that bothers me a little bit. So yeah, let's go to the tier list. All right, let's move one with the elements over to C tier. I'm gonna say C tier. I feel like that might be slightly harsh, but I really feel like these should have been on like a bonus sheet or something. These don't feel like Secret Lair cards to me. Next up, we have Secret Lair, Avatar, The Last Airbender, the Ember Island players, and I like this one a lot. This one has Cursed Mirror, Braid of Fire, fantastic reprint, Thespian Stage, fantastic reprint, Master Memory, awesome reprint. Absolutely accurate actor, Phantasmal Image, super funny, I actually like that a lot. I messed with the Secret Lair long ways. I think this one's cool. Not super duper valuable, but like Braid of Fire is a great reprint, and this version's very funny to me. This whole Secret Lair is very funny. Bordering on being a little too funny, not as memey as Instant Sensation. I still don't like the Secret Lair very much, but I don't know, I really enjoy this one. Maybe it's because I enjoy Avatar a lot too, and that could be me being a little biased, but I do mess with this. Moving this one on to a tier list, I'm gonna say this is... I'm gonna say it's a B tier. I don't think it's A tier. Oh, Braid of Fire is really good. Thespian Stage is dope. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in A tier. You can at me. I think this one's A tier. It's very cool. I like this one a lot. Next up, we have Everything Changed. This one contains Torment of Hellfire, Dramatic Entrance, Blood Moon, and Lightning Bolt. Again, as soon as I see a Lightning Bolt, this drops it down a tier. Torment of Hellfire is a good board wipe, but its art doesn't necessarily feel indicative of that. Nobody's playing Blood Moon and Commander, and Dramatic Entrance also I don't see a lot of people playing. Very cool imagery though. I like the Lightning Bolt and Blood Moon art, but I am tired of seeing Lightning Bolt. Stop putting Lightning Bolts in Secret Lairs for a while. And nobody's playing Blood Moons. I want to put this in C, but like I don't think anyone's playing with most of the versions of these cards. Maybe Torment of Hellfire if you're building Phoenix King Ozai. Phoenix King's such a dork. But always playing the other ones. I think I'm gonna put it in D tier. That's where I think it belongs, honestly. Finally, our last mainline secret lair, we have Avatar Last Airbender, My Cabbages, featuring the Cabbage Merchant. You get Chain of Vapor, Meltdown, Nature's Claim, Anguish Unmaking, and Putrefy. Very cool versions of these cards. I like the art on some of them. I don't like the art on the other ones. Meltdown, I don't really care for the art on. Putrefy, it looks really cool. Nature's Claim looks cool. It's kind of a meme secret lair, and I think that's intentional and that's okay. I don't really like that too much. Like, I'm not playing Anguish Unmaking in my commander decks anymore. Also, same thing with Chain of Vapor, probably not. Nature's Claim will get some play. Putrefy gets some play, but not really. And definitely not Meltdown. People aren't really playing that. I don't know. I don't really mess with this one too much. I don't think it's like the coolest secret lair. I don't think it's the worst. I think you're going to C tier too, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that ends our mainline secret lairs. All 65 of the secret lairs that showed up on the secret lair website that you could purchase and buy this year. Now we have our Chaos Vault, which is technically also on the secret lair website, but I wanted to separate it for clarity reasons. First up, we have Cats Are Better Than Dogs, and we're also going to do Dogs Are Better Than Cats at the same time. So Cats Are Better Than Dogs contained Escape the Wilds, Rip Apart, Titanic Ultimatum, Arcane Signet, and Basilisk Collar. Dogs Are Better Than Cats contain the exact same cards inside of them. This was a little bit of a meme Wizards put out. It was like, what do you like better, cats or dogs? And they sold them and see which one sold out first, I guess. And the cat sold out first. Cats are better than dogs. And this will be reflected in the tier list. Well, they're the same cards. And the art on both are fantastic. Some standouts for me are Arcane Signet. I really like the Arcane Signet from the cat secret lair. From the dog secret lair, I also really like the Arcane Signet. Damn, I think I actually might like the dog Arcane Signet more. I like Shiba Inus. Damn, that's a hard one actually. I also like the Titanic Ultimatum from the dog ones a lot. The cat's not bad, but you know what? Damn, are dogs better than cats? Anyway, let's go to the tier list. I think these are both B tiers. I think cats and dogs are both B tiers here. They're both fine. They're both good staple cards to throw inside and upgrade your Ren and Siri deck, so that's nice. The art on all of them are really, really good, so I don't want to put them lower than this. I think the art carries a lot. And the Arcane Signets are really, really nice on both. Honestly, yeah, I think B tier is where they belong. Also, why don't we see more Arcane Signet reprints inside of Secret Lair? We see too many Soul Rings. I think we need some more Arcane Signets. Next up, we have Chaos Vault, Adventures of the Little Witch. This one had Secret Rendezvous, Serenity, Asika's Chariot, and Realms Uncharted. These are all fantastic pieces of art. I like them all a lot, and I really would play these versions of these cards in any deck I played these cards in. The problem is, I don't play any of these cards in any deck. I don't play Asika's Chariot, Realms Uncharted, Serenity, or Secret Rendezvous. They're just not cards people play most of the time. Unfortunately, due to the fact that none of these cards are played anywhere, I'm going to put this in D tier, which sucks because I like the art and I think that should carry it higher, but some of these cards in like every other C tier are played and none of these cards are played anywhere, and that's unfortunate. Next up, we have Chaos Vault Delicious Tokens. These are a set of 4 food tokens. You get a burger, a bento box, some desserts, and sushi. And they're very cute and cool, and I would eat all of that. Problem is, they're all food tokens, just 4 food tokens, and I don't need 4 food tokens like that. And I don't want to pay $40 for food tokens. I don't think these are a fail. The art's cool, but I'm not for these, I think. Moving the delicious tokens onto the tier list, I'm gonna put these as a D because I don't pay $40 for tokens. I'm paying a lot for basic land sometimes, but tokens is like a step too far for me. Cool art though. I do like the art. Okay, now we're here with a real banger featuring Deathburger. This one contained Aethersworn Canonist, Goblin Engineer, Dance of the Mance, Arcbound Ravager, and Foundry Inspector with some amazing art. This whole secret lair was designed to enhance one of the decks from Edge of Eternity's, the Jeskai one, and I think it does it great. This art is fantastic. I like the idea of this being like a add-on product you can buy from Wizards to upgrade your deck. That's cool. Some real good value here. I like it a lot. It's not the most valuable thing, but I was excited to see Goblin Engineer. Featuring Deathburger, I'm going to drop this one into the B tier. It is very good. I like it a lot. It's above average. Alien Ores are Chaos Vote Alien Ores. This is actually, like, for me though, I love this one. This is the Jund upgrade pack from Edge of Eternities for that commander deck. You get Aggressive Mining, Crucible of Worlds, Reprocess, Sylvan Safekeeper, and Zerun Orb. All banger cards for any Jund lands matters deck. I have a lot of favorite artists in Magic, but this art style, I don't know what you call this. This is like me. This is me as an art style, I think. I really, really like this. Also, Crucible of World Reprint is amazing. So, moving Alien Ores onto the tier list, I'm dropping this one into the A tier. I really like this one. And that's being pushed up a little bit for the art style because I really like it, but also the value's there. Okay. Next up is the Chaos Vault Flower Power. This is a set of basic lands, and honestly, unlike the Venom Symbiotes where I feel more strongly about these than normal basic lands, I actually feel like I dislike these a little more than normal basic lands. I don't know what it is. The plains is just kind of like piss yellow. I like the island a lot, but the rest just don't really speak to me at all, and this is completely subjective. I don't have any good reason to rate these lower than any other ones, so I won't, but I just want that to be said. I don't really care for these ones. Flower Power on the tier list, and I'm honestly going to leave these right here at C. I think C is fine for them, actually. Now we've got our last Secret Lair Chaos Vault thing that came out this year. This is the Secret Lair Brain Dead Magic Dragon hat with a dragon on it that looks a lot like Puff the Magic Dragon, and that seems to be the joke. This is just like a basic baseball cap. It has a dragon on the front and a Brain Dead logo in the back that's not very easy to read. I've never been a fan of many of the Brain Dead related things that Magic does, and I'm trying not to be biased. I just don't think this hat looks very good. It looks like a basic hat with a logo on it that's not very well done, and another logo on it that I think is worse. Also, I don't like this clasp in the back, since we're just like rating clothing. I think this looks lazy. Personally, not my style, not for me. Secret Lair Brain Dead hat is probably actually my least favorite Secret Lair thing. Like, if you're gonna do clothing, I like why not like a shirt or a beanie or something that, like, I don't know. I can wear beanies sometimes, but I don't wear like baseball caps almost ever. But yeah, no, I don't like this. Let's go to the tier list. Yeah, for Secret Lair baseball cap, honestly, F tier. I think this is awful. I don't like this hat. It's not for me, and I just do not like this at all. No deep reason for that. All right, we got two things left. The first thing is the Monster Hunter Secret Lairs that never were. These were sent back to the drawing board because, from my understanding, Capcom really did not like what Wizards did with the Monster Hunter IP, which is what it is. They looked cool to me, but apparently also Monster Hunter fans weren't really messing with these at all either. So they've never, as far as I can remember, they've never unannounced the Secret Lair before. They never said they weren't gonna release a Secret Lair that has already been made or clearly already been made, so that's interesting to me. I'm going to rank the announcement of the Monster Hunter Secret Lair. Seeing as how the Monster Hunter Secret Lair didn't actually come out, I'm going to rank that announcement as a D tier, I guess. And the final thing we have is the Dan Secret Lair. This is something Wizards has not done before. They're releasing a complete deck for a format other than Commander. I think that's very cool. The Dan art is phenomenal. These fishes are sensational. I love them. The art that we're seeing in all the cards that are related to this looks really good. Apparently, they originally didn't have the creator of Dan involved with the Secret Lair, which a lot of people were up in arms about. Apparently, now they do have the creator of Dan involved, which is nice. This Secret Lair, I think, was supposed to come out this year, but got pushed back. I don't know why. The announcement, I think, was very cool. I was there at Magic Online when it was announced. Very vibey experience. Very much enjoyed that. Let's rank the announcement. So for Secret Lair Dan, the announcement, we'll put that in A tier. It was a great announcement. People were so excited. I remember people like jumping up and down and kissing and women and children and sharing candy and stuff when it was announced. It was amazing. And double checking my list. Yeah, that was every Secret Lair thing that was announced, previewed, came out of anything Secret Lair related in the year 2025. Let's check out our tier list one more time. In the double S tier, we got the Art of Frank Frazetta, the second exhibition, and the Jaws Secret Lair. I absolutely love those. Some of my favorite products of the year by far. In the S tier, we've got some really cool stuff. We got the Jesper Ison Secret Lair. We've got the City Styles 2, the God of War Greek, the Latin Art Secret Lair, the Extra Life Secret Lair. Oh, of course, we got the Kieran Yanner Demonic Tutor Secret Lair. And we actually got a second PlayStation thing in the S tier. We got the Horizon Secret Lair. I did not expect to get 2 PlayStation things in here, but like really looking at it, those were really, really good products. In the A tier, we got the Miku Secret Lair, which surprised me. The Pokemon Artist Secret Lair, which is cool. Deadpool. We've got a couple of the Sonic Secret Lairs in A tier, which is really awesome. We also got the Dandian Announcement. We got the other God of War one. God of War, PlayStation did really well in this tier list, and that surprised me a lot. In B tier, we got 2 Festival in a Boxes. We got another Sonic Secret Lair, the Venom Basic Lands. In my heart of hearts, those should probably also be C with the other lands, but I don't know, I really like the Venom lands. We've got the Ghost of Tsushima. PlayStation did very well. These PlayStation Secret Lairs did amazing. And we got the Cats and Dogs and Avatar Secret Lair. Avatar Secret Lairs did not do well, actually, now that I'm like looking at it. I did not like a lot of the Avatar Secret Lairs. We got the Braid of Fire in A tier. That one's kind of cool. In C tier, we got a bunch of the basic land Secret Lairs. One Festival in a Box, I think it's the Atlanta one. Furby Secret Lair. Oh, The Last of Us, both The Last of Us and Uncharted Secret Lairs are down here in C tier. The Avatar, a couple of the Avatar Secret Lairs are in C tier. Yeah, oh yeah, the Final Fantasy Board Wipe one sits here in C tier too. In D tier, we got the Lore and Light boxes. We've got another Furby Secret Lair. I liked all the Furby Secret Lairs when they first came out, but I guess I like them less now, so that's interesting. Oh, the Everyone's Invited Commander deck in D tier. Probably should be F tier, but I think there is value in there. I feel bad putting that in F tier if I were. The Bob's Burger Secret Lair, that's another one I feel bad about putting down so low, but I really just, there's no value there. And of course, our F tier, guys, the Class of 87, the Pick 'em and Stick 'em, the Dwight from The Office Secret Lair, and the Hat. All of these are absolute failures. I hate all of them for different reasons. The Class of 87, I don't like for the art. The Pick 'em and Stick 'em, I don't like for the plagiarism. The Dwight from The Office, I don't like because of Dwight from The Office. And the Brain Dead Secret Hair is an ugly hat, and I don't like that particular piece of merch. I wonder what that's selling for on the secondary market. What do you think? Leave your comments down below and guess what you think it's selling for on the secondary market. I'll give you like 3 seconds while I Google it. This is not encouragement to go buy this hat, but you can buy this hat on the secondary market or the primary market. I don't know. Somebody. You can buy this hat for $36 in 4 different colors. And honestly, I'm going to say it, I don't hate this hat as much in the black here. This one looks okay. Or this bluish black color. This one looks better than the one they showed up on the site. Still think it's pretty ugly. Apparently there are even more colors you can order it in. Interesting. Well, this was not sought after. It's $35 on the secondary market. So have at it, I suppose. But yeah, that's every Secret Lair thing that came out in the year 2025, ranked and discussed. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd move anything on this tier list up or down. I'm sure there's gonna be some different opinions, especially with this PlayStation one. Some people really like those PlayStation Last of Us Secret Lair, so I assume some of you are gonna want those up higher, but I couldn't in my heart of hearts put them any higher. I really did like vibe with them at all. Anything Naughty Dog came out with for the Secret Lair, I think they were all pretty half-baked. I think I might have moved Garden Buds down too far. I think that could have been an A tier now that I look back at this list again. But, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of that hat. I don't like that hat. Let me know what you think of the Dwight in The Office Secret Lair. I absolutely cannot stand that. And I know that's kind of hypocritical of me. I like a lot of the Universes Beyond stuff, but this one's just like the step too far for me. The Command Zone once said something about seeing like basketball players as Secret Lair cards and how off-putting that would be to them, or Lady Gaga or whatever. This is the same thing to me. I cannot stand seeing Dwight from The Office on Magic the Gathering cards. Like, again, we've seen Princess Bride cards, we've seen Monty Python cards. None of those bother me in the way that this does. This is like, ooh, I do not like this. Was I too harsh in the class of 87? I feel like I was too harsh on that one. Maybe some of you guys really like it. There is value there. What do you think? Was me putting Jaws in the double S tier a bit of a reach for you? I can understand if it was. Let me know what you think of that. And what was your favorite Secret Lair of the year? I'm very interested to know. I love Secret Lair as a product line. They've made some missteps and they do some things I don't always love, but man, this product line is super fun and I love engaging with it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends. They can be mad at me for not putting the Miko one in double S tier and the Brain Dead hat in B tier, where everybody wanted it to be B for Brain Dead. All right, time to go edit this like 2.5 hours of footage. I'll talk to y'all later. I love you. Be safe. Happy New Year. Call your mother.